Freedom Park stands atop a hill on 52 acres of land overlooking Pretoria, a proud bastion of South Africa's democracy. This magnificent National Heritage Museum was voted in the top 10 of the world and is a special space reflecting our country's history and its progress towards unity. Contained within its Garden of Remembrance is an iconic wall of names where thousands of our indentured forebears are also honored. Want to find your own family's roots? Check out Freedom Park.
The day should not be far off when we shall have a people's right, a Freedom Park, where we shall honor with all the dignity they deserve those who endured pain, so we should experience the joy of freedom.
Madiba was our patron-in-chief, so he holds a special place in our hearts, in our work as Freedom Park, because he's the inspiration. It was after that statement that Cabinet approved the conceptualization of what they called a legacy project. Here you will meet heritage, history, culture, and spirituality all integrated. And you will also notice that we have used our own indigenous knowledge systems as Africans.
The story there is broken down into 7 epochs. The first epoch concentrating more on the story of creation. That story influenced by indigenous knowledge system. The story there from an African perspective, especially from a Nguni background, with a belief that when the Creator created human beings, they evolved from the reeds. Hence, a reed in an African culture becoming a symbol of a new beginning.
Every South African needs to visit Freedom Park because here is a one-stop shop where we get to know about our history as is interpreted in our museum Xapo as well as here in the Garden of Remembrance.
Xapo is a Khoi word which means dream. And we took that from the proverb that says a dream is not a dream until it is shared by the entire community. And within Xapo, we narrate the story of Africa and of South Africa dating back 3.6 billion years. We narrate the story towards colonialization, conquest, resistance, the struggle, and also we end with what we call nation building and continent building.
Freedom Park is a tribute to our heroes and heroines. It's a monument that stands atop a hill, showing us that where we come from, our heritage, our culture, our history, our spirituality is all intertwined.
We believe that all people who form part of South Africa and who are South Africans enriches our experiences, and therefore even the Indians who are South Africans are part of our culture, are part of our history and narrative. And therefore the story of South Africa will not be complete without the story of the Indians who are in South Africa, who came for one reason or the other. We know the indentured laborers who came in particular under false pretenses. They were promised jobs, They were promised freedom of religion and so forth, but when they came into the country, the story was different.
We worked together with the documentation center from KZN. They gave us lots of records, about 152,000 names of those who came from the India around mid-1800s. And here on the wall of names, we have a number of young women, children and young men who came as laborers.
Each name here, it's just not a name inscribed on a wall. It tells a story, it tells a tale, it's a legacy, it's history of that particular person. So I'm asking our Indian community to come here, all the way from Durban, a visit, to come to this spectacular place that not only is aesthetically beautiful, but the significance of what you will see as you walk through the hallways of this wall of names. And when you come to the indentured, no one will leave this place unmoved.
In this wall in particular, we have about 3,000 names just for the Indian indentured laborers category, but you'll find that across the walls here at Freedom Park you have many more Indian names. For example, for the World War II, you'll see that we have also the Indian Corps.
And we do have family members who come and request by their family members who came back those days. We give them the information because it's like they want to go back home and find out exactly where they were coming from, because those records are very good for them, that they're able to trace where the uncle came from or the father came from, the great-great-great-father came from. Each person is recorded according to the village or the city or the town that they're coming from.
We want to host the annual Diwali celebrations festival here at Freedom Park, because we believe that we need to create opportunities for South Africans to know each other, understand our belief systems, and also learn from each other in terms of who we are as a people and what makes us tick. As individual communities that united makes this rainbow nation, and we are really excited about that, because annually we are going to celebrate this as we celebrate other faith-based communities here at Freedom Park, because Freedom Park is conceptualized in a space that, irrespective of your belief system, irrespective of your color, your culture or your creed, you find yourself reflected one way or the other.
This is a good place to come and reflect where we come from, why our forebears has always preached unity, so that we can go forward and build a better nation.
It stands as this beacon of hope, of healing to the nation. When you come here, it's poignant. You will never leave this place unmoved, because it shows, it's a testimony of our pain, of our torturous pain, but how we have reconciled as a people. And that's what Madiba taught us.
We hope we're making our small contribution as Freedom Park to build a rainbow nation that is united and that is at peace with itself and its people in their diversity.